What I requested for was a pointed toe covered heel last. I don't know what happened along the way and they decided to give me a slippers last. After asking, I was told that the people bringing it or manufacturing it, I don't know what happened, but they had already started cutting it, turning it into slippers. They started cutting this one as well. If you look closely, the mark is still there, that he had to tell them to stop cutting it, that the customer actually requested for a covered last and not a slippers last. I didn't want to complain because I don't know when I will see something like this again, so I had to accept it. So to provide a solution to this problem, we got a Mako 6 and doubled that Mako 6. You need to fix the Mako 6 into that space and make it as tight as possible. You don't want it to be loose. That's why we can't afford to use a Mako 4, a local Mako, or a Mako 2. So what we are using is a Mako 6, a foreign Mako 6, doubled foreign Mako 6, just to make that space tight enough. Now when you have gotten what you want and you are sure it is tight enough, you are using your iodide to just secure those lines. From the top to the bottom of those lines, you will use your iodide to just secure it. This will help the Mako 6 and the last to just stick in properly without pulling out. When you are done with that, this is when you go into trimming the excess that is showing. This is basically how you just change the shape of a slippers last into a shoe last. So this is what I would be doing for the other two that came in form of a slippers last. I emphasized on a shoe last, but since this was what I got, I will just have to just alter it and still make use of it the way and manner I would have loved to use it. So here we are just trying to just trim the excess Mako 6 on the last, to just make sure it is smooth enough so that when we want to last, we will not see will I say any Mako or any edge or any bump bringing out its face. We would not want that. So when you are done cutting all those excess, the next thing for you to do is you will just slightly hammer the Mako 6 into the last. Then you will use a leather, maybe a shiny light leather, to keep measuring up to the tip of the last. Like you use the leather to just place it on your toe area to just make sure that the Mako 6 aligns properly to the sole. Now, having done that, if you have a sandpaper, like this one is our regular shoemaker stone that we are using, that's the soft one. But if you don't have something like this, you can go for a softer sandpaper that just does the blending work for you. Now what it does is it just blends the Mako 6 into the last that you have altered, and you have gotten what you want. So this is the best way, and the way I know that you can, will I say, alter or change the shape of a slippers last into a shoe last. If you find this still very useful, see you in my next class.